So on behalf of the California State University system, I would like to extend my warm welcome to all of you who are joining us today as we relaunch this pivotal ECCLPs Environmental and Climate Change Literacy Initiative. This joint UC and CSU initiative leverages the most powerful social change agent we have, our youth. The ECCLPs project has established an audacious goal to educate all of California's high school students to be literate in climate change and environmental justice issues and solutions. I think as educators, most of us in the room are educators in different capacities, and we know that education is key to reversing climate change. We must act urgently to enhance awareness, reverse the course, and adapt our behaviors.
Our future depends on two things. First, bending the curve now to slow down the onset of environmental collapse, to give us a little more time to solve this problem. It also depends on a second thing, to educate young people with the knowledge and competencies necessary to confront the extraordinary challenges that they will regrettably be inheriting from us in the future.
So I personally grew up 30 feet across the street from an active oil and gas well. In my personal story, I had it all. Nosebleeds so intense I could not sleep in my own bed. I had to sleep in a chair to prevent choking on my own blood. I developed asthma, that's something I'm always going to live with now. Heart palpitations, and I used a heart monitor for several weeks. I fight so nobody has my childhood. I fight so urban oil drilling is read about in history books. So my question to you all is, will you raise your fist in the air and demand to end urban oil drilling and establish environmental justice? Or will you wait until your life is the one at risk?
Less than 5% of countries globally mandate ocean education in the natural curriculum, and few people ever learn about it in a really meaningful way. Omitting ocean from education doesn't just fail to give us an understanding of the source of life on Earth, it instills a belief in almost all of us at a very early age that the ocean isn't really that important. Our lack of ocean literacy has completely undermined our efforts to understand and solve environmental issues such as climate change and biodiversity loss.
So how do we push forward this green learning agenda, and at a time when our teachers and schools are already tapped with a myriad of responsibilities? First, we provide experiential opportunities across the curriculum for our students to develop a deep personal connection with nature, to learn how climate change is having a daily impact on their lives and their communities, and encourage students to advocate for climate action. This could be done by starting a school garden, by a composting program, or a small business development, or even a letter writing campaign. Secondly, we equip our students to facilitate conversations to change behaviors in their families and in their communities, and work with them to create localized solutions, whether that be in their homes, in their communities, or in their wider cities. We can teach students how to talk with their families about issues like water conservation or turning up the thermostat on their air conditioners, teaching them how to organize social media takeovers or community rallies. We adopt interdisciplinary pedagogies such as climate-focused project-based learning to teach students core curricular content and skills within the context of real-life day-to-day problems. These could be reducing pollution, examining high-emission vehicles and what we can do to change the course, taking action to solve global hunger, working in our wetlands and learning about the bacteria that are so important in emitting the oxygen that we breathe. Bending the curve on climate change will require all of us to work together. We must lean on each other to make this happen. Youth groups, teacher organizations, funders, technology companies, higher education, community, and global partners. It's only by joining forces that we can develop effective climate change solutions. Let's seize this moment and do our part.